Well, welcome everyone to the Courageous Truth Podcast. As always, I am honored that you chose to spend a little bit of time with me today. My name is Eric Lundberg, and I am your host today. I've got some very concerning things that we need to discuss, things that are happening today. In fact, it is a genocide. There is a genocide happening in the nation of Nigeria on the continent of Africa that is getting absolutely no attention. We can tell that our media is so focused on certain talking points, and they're focused on the war in Ukraine. They're focused on immigration in Portland and Chicago and LA, and they're just kind of manipulating our emotions this way and that. Meanwhile, one of the biggest genocides that are actually taking place since 2009 is being virtually overlooked, almost overlooked. And it is really hard to get airtime for what's taking place. If you go to cbn.com, you will be able to see some of these atrocities that are taking place in the nation of Nigeria. And it is a targeted attack against Christians, against those who claim the name of Jesus Christ and those who follow Jesus. I just want to throw a couple of statistics out there so that you're all aware, and then we'll talk about what we can do with this, what our action points are after I list some of these things. Since 2009, over 125,000 Christians have been slaughtered. And this is according to International Society for Civil Liberties and the Rule of Law. 19,000 churches have been burnt to the ground, have been destroyed, have been vandalized, have been ransacked. That's almost 100 per month. That is going on. 7,000. Now listen to this stat. 7,000 Christians have been executed in 2025 alone. That's about 32 to 35 per day. And these are not just men. These are men, women, and children that are being slaughtered in their churches, in their homes. They're targeted because they are Christians. This is a religious genocide that we are talking about. Now, who's doing all this? You guessed it, Islamic extremists. Boko Haram, ISIS. This is a targeted Christian execution because they are trying to bring in an Islamic caliphate. And what that means is that Islam takes over the entire nation, takes over the entire religious platform of that nation. And it's the number one religion, not by conversion, but by execution. This is a genocide. We're fighting about what's happening in Palestine, and what Hamas is related to these types of terror groups. Okay, that's what's doing this. We're blaming each other, and we're fighting political correctness. All the while, this is taking place right under our nose, and it's despicable. Watch this news clip right here.
In the African nation of Nigeria, millions of Christians are persecuted by Islamic terror groups. The Nigerian government is doing very little to stop the attacks. Well, now religious freedom advocates, including one member of the U.S. Congress, are taking action. CBN's Kelly Wright has this look at the crisis.
On this very day, 210 persons were slaughtered in one night, in less than 24 hours.
The video from the Father's Day massacre includes graphic images of people being burned alive, families attacked, and homes destroyed in Yelawata, Nigeria.
That very day, it was raining, so Fulani herdsmen, they invaded the community and claimed so many lives. Around 12 midnight, we started having calls from Yelawata that the Fulanis have come and they are killing, burning.
Friday night, I was leaving my house. See my house there. I come here, they shoot.
We need to fight this thing threefold. One, America as a government needs to get involved. with a very little. I'm talking very little of our resources. If we just did the very little bit of push an aggressive foreign policy, throw some sanctions, whatever it takes, I think we can put a significant dent in this and put a stop to this.
U.S. Representative Chris Smith of New Jersey, who has traveled to many dangerous areas in Nigeria, has introduced a resolution in Congress to help stop attacks fueled by religious hatred.
There has been an exponential increase in attacks on Christians and some Muslims, but Christians in particular. Protestants, evangelicals, Catholics, they're firebombing their churches. The Fulani are killing them with absolute impunity. We've called on the government in Abuja and the president several times to do what governments do, law enforcement, use the military if you have to, but stop this genocide.
While this is very concerning, there is hope. There is something that we can do as the United States citizens that we didn't know we had available to us. Now, in New Jersey, Representative Chris Smith, who is a Republican, he has introduced to Congress House Resolution 220. And in this resolution, what it does is it works to make Nigeria a nation of interest and grave concern because of the ongoing religious and civil liberties violations. And this puts them on the watch list of Congress. How many of you know this is a humanitarian crisis. This is a religious crisis. This is a genocide. And Congress needs to look at this and take swift and immediate action. Now, what we can do as citizens is we can call our congressman. Now, if you go to congress.gov and you look up in the Find Your Representative tab, if you don't know it already, call your congressman. Tell them to support this resolution. This is not partisan at all. Who cares who presented the resolution? Who cares about political party? And we need to make this clear. What we don't want is here's what I'm sick of. I'm sick and tired of religious political party thumb wrestling. I'm tired of one party throwing a fit and the other one ignoring them and vice versa. I'm tired of this partisan divide. Okay, there's some issues. This is not an issue to have a partisan divide over. Do you understand what I'm saying? People are dying every single day, and if Congress doesn't support this, then they are complicit, and we need to let our voice be heard. We need to contact our congressman. If we're going to send military troops anywhere, let's send them to do some actual good and protect some actual innocent people, not get in a political and geopolitical chess match between Ukraine and Russia or some of these other things that are taking place. Let's actually go and do what we're supposed to do. And I say this as a parent of a son who's in the military. We have got to intervene. If we do not intervene, then we are complicit. We are supposed to be the nation of liberty and hope and freedom and a bastion of freedom, bastion of hope, a bastion of protection for the world. And we need to do that in this instance. It is getting so bad that even Bill Maher, late night comedian, is calling out the media on this. Watch this clip.
Joining us now is Bernard Tatunji, National Director of Aid to the Church in Need in Australia and New Zealand. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Can we just start off by listening to what Bill Maher had to say?
I mean, the fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar.
Right, no one's talking about it.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are the Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
Thank you. No one will talk about it, so thank you.
Absolutely.
My friends, to take a courageous stand for the truth. Let's continue to do that. Tune in next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Help me build this platform so I can help equip your voice to speak the courageous truth. God bless you.